Carlos in Dallas, Texas. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. And today I'm going to cut some prescription G15 sunglass lenses for the Oakley 9013 Frogskins. Take everything. Of course, this is the carrying bag / cleaning cloth from Oakley. If I can take it out. This is the Frogskin. It is color 24306. Of course, it comes in the 5517 eye size. Frogskins US made. And let me begin by saying that I'm too sexy for my shirt, but I am getting counseling for it. And if I keep eating dinners the way I did, it won't be long before I won't be sexy for my shirt. But no, what I wanted to start off by saying is I am an authorized Oakley dealer. But as a small independent optician, I'm not legally allowed to post the individual pictures of the frames with prices on my website. So just email me or call me and tell me what model frame you want, what size, what color. And I will go check the website that all authorized Oakley dealers order from. I'll get your price and check on availability and let you know. So let me begin. I'm going to pop out the original sunglass demo lenses. Put the frame into the tracing element of my blocker. Program this shape into the computer. Your secret agent 1897. So years from now, if you ever want new lenses for this frame, I can mail them right to your home, and you're going to see how to pop them in. I'm going to hit the start button. The little stylus is going to pop up, go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Oakley frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. Now this is the third pair of glasses that Carlos has gotten from me, so with 3 he's going to get a free video tonight. With 6 you get egg roll. So 3 more I will mail you an egg roll. A vintage egg roll by the time you receive it. They're worth more money that way. So I need to enter your pupillary distance, which is 66 divided by 2 is 33. Sorry, I mathed wrong. So the computer starts at 32.5. I'm going to hit the minus. No, I need to hit the plus button to go up to 33. I want to raise the optical center up 2 millimeters to 24. Let me write that down. I'm going to go 2 above. We're going to cut at 24. So I need to get your lenses prepped. One of these is your right eye. One of these is your left. Let's just see. Put it on axis 75. See if there's any astigmatism. Put it on power. Well, let's put everything on 0. Yep, we're good. Put on minus 2 1/4. Put the lens in, rotate until this is the right eye. I see astigmatism. Rotate until the spherical component comes into view first. Close that little clamp, check your astigmatism correction, and I'll explain what that means a little bit later. Put those dots on there. Do I have this upside down? I probably do. Let me turn this around, clean everything off. The lens has the same power this way as this way. Oh, you know what? Look at me. The right eye is spherical. See, I'm glad I caught that. This lens has the same power all over, but it does have the pupillary distance ground in, decentered. So it almost doesn't matter where this is. If this was polarized, it would. But, all right, so we're going to make this one the right lens. Where'd my pen go? Put an R on here for right. Now, let's do the same thing for the left now that we know. Axis wheels on 75, minus 2 1/4 still. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with peanut butter. Put the, man, there's some marks on here. Let me clean this off better. Not my finest performance, but hey, what do you want for free? I'm not charging them for this one. It's not my best work. By the way, I would like to say that Carlos is a fan of Spinal Tap. Not the movie, the medical procedure. He loves going to hospitals, getting a very long syringe injected into his back while he curls up into a fetal position. Who doesn't like receiving a spinal tap? So, oh, it's my wife. Hang on for a second. Let me make sure. She's texting me. Her car wouldn't start earlier. Let me check this. Call me when you get a minute. So let me Let me call her since she was having car problems early, and I'll come back. And Carlos has got one of these too. He knows what it means. I'm going to have to stop the video, and I'll come back in just a moment after I call my wife. Okay, sorry about that. The wife has a little jump box that I gave her to hook up to the battery to try and get it started, and she couldn't figure out how to do it. Because there were, there's two connectors. So it is very confusing. You got this many, so you can't blame her, where stuff goes. So, all right. My wife's not that smart to begin with because she married me. So, that strikes 2 and 3 right there against her. So, all right, where was I at? All right, everything's dotted up. That's the left lens. Let me put an L on here. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. So, this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So, I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got 2 right here. The black side is the sticky side. Stick this one onto the first block. Throw that up there. Do that now to the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. We're going to line up the magnet with another magnet there in the arm. Get everything lined up. Of course, that's just the right lens, which is spherical, yes. So it does not matter. I just have to make sure it is large enough to fit. I can rotate it any which way I want, as long as that black dot stays in the center. That looks good. That looks good. Now, if this were polarized, I could not do that. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. Polarized is almost like you do have astigmatism. It has to be lined up in there just perfectly. So, now we can do the left lens. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Same pupillary distance. Make sure everything is lined up perfectly. Those 3 dots tells me that it is. Make sure it's large enough to fit, and it is. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. That's fair. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own lenses at home, and you can be interrupted by your wife when her car won't start. Or this guy with the 2 thumbs. One of us will do it for you. So, the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material from this size to this size. So let's wake the computer up. Job number 1897. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of your lens. And ready for this, I am not going to put a safety bevel on the rear back surface, the concave surface of the lens. And I'll show you why in just a little bit. But I do need to place the magnet into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Free bad jokes with every pair of glasses sold. And by the way, if you have a funnier joke, write it down on a $100 bill and mail it to me, and I'll read it on the air and give you credit. You don't even have to include your name. I'll recognize your handwriting and give you credit for the joke. So the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around. So in just a moment, I should have cleaned this door so you can see what's going on underneath there. But the lens is going to drop down onto the cutting wheel. The water you see in the background is there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry. We're plastic, high index plastic, and I'm going to check something here. Yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. This is one of the easier Oakleys to cut for. I thought for a second I might have to move the bevel. The plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning the water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto the lens, but only to wash away any optical debris that's forming on the edge of your lenses now. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high impact ballistics grade lenses. It's the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris in their own Oakleys. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes. Unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every few hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. They're in Dallas. Does it get sunny in Dallas? I don't know. I need to check the weather map. So it's getting the V-shaped bevel put onto the lens now, so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. When I paused a minute ago, I was just checking out the bevel. Some Oakleys that I cannot cut lenses for have a funny back surface bevel where you need an $80,000 piece of equipment, not the $40,000 that I paid for to cut the lenses. So water is spraying onto the lens, which tells me it's in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle. Oh, by the way, when my wife called back, she confirmed that I am not too sexy for my shirt. I repeat, not too sexy for my shirt. So I will be shopping for another wife tonight, one who does think I'm too sexy. So, the reason why I did not put a safety bevel on the back surface of the lens is that on sunglasses it gives it a white edge where the lens has been tinted. So I just very lightly want to come over here, and on my handstand I'm going to put a safety bevel, just smooth off this surface of the back lens ever so slightly, ever so lightly. Then I'm going to take my thumbnail, get the Schwarf, the optical sawdust, off the edge of the lens. Come on, get off of there, get off of there. I do it light up, take the sharp edges off, but not give you a white bevel. So I'm going to tuck the lens in at the outside corner, push down the nose. It snaps right in. Look at that, kids. Kids, you see how I do that? Look at that. That's the way you do it. That's old school. So, flip that over to L. Place the magnet into the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chuckarama. Or tonight, I will be calling it Sir Carlos. Man, I tell you, you know what else I'm going to do? It's always a good day at work when the clown gets to laugh. So, my Silhouette brand of Phillips head screwdriver. Silhouette makes the drill mounted frames that have no screws in those frames whatsoever. So why do they provide a screwdriver with a frame that doesn't have any screws? Get off of there, get off of there. Here's something you don't see in any of the videos. So we're going to take that off. I got some extra cleaners. Wipe this down. I'm going to speed this up. Normally, I have some Rain-X. Put that on there. Normally, I like to let it sit for a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and I will let it sit and get glazed over, but I'm going to go ahead and clean that off. Take my screwdriver. Do the old righty-tighty. Take that lens out. I'm going to test that, went in all the way, flip back over to L, hit retouch. That's going to tell me whether the door is closed right or not. It is, so I'm going to hit stop. If I don't have it up there all the way, it would let me know. Flip that over to L, place the magnet back into the Carlos, and hit start. When the clown gets to laugh twice a day at work, it's a good day at work. So isn't that better? Look like the door looks like it's not even there. So now, yeah, the lens is going to be traced by the two white styluses again, making sure it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And now it's going to drop down onto the cutting wheel. You know, I would have cleaned up early if I knew company was coming over. You can see the water in the background now. Look at all that. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, so take this block off. Dry that off. Use my hand-approved drying method. Use back of my hairy arm drying method. Throw that back in there. I'm going to leave that on there when I ship. How's that sound? No, okay, I'm going to take it off, add it to my sticker collection. Come down here. Let's get rid of my Rain-X. Didn't know I had that bottle behind the equipment there, did you? Put it in over that black dot. I don't even have to move the power drum. It's still on. -2 1/4. 1 tick mark away from 2 going towards 3. That's because the unit of measurement in the optical world is called a diopter. You're at -2 1/4 sphere. You have no astigmatism correction. Your left eye is your evil eye. That's the one that needs astigmatism correction. But So you're on the 9th rung of a ladder. Everything goes up in quarter increments. 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, and so on till we get to the 9th rung. You are nearsighted. So you need 9 steps of far-sighted correction. Now your left eye, same amount, 9 steps of far-sighted correction, but you need 3 steps of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So once the first number gets everything the correct size, that second number takes away the fuzzy edges. That's the fine-tune knob, and we turn that fine-tune knob to 75. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to turn that knob to 75. I had kind of expected to turn that knob to 11 because but 75 is that much louder than 11. It's 75 loud. Now don't even look at it. I've showed you enough. Just I'm turning that over so you don't look at that anymore. So I'm gonna have to fly to Dallas and go watch the movie Spinal Tap with Carlos, Senior Carlos, Sir Carlos, Commodore Carlos. But this frame, if you buy the frame from me, it sells for $106. The tint adds $59.99. Now if you buy the lenses only, the tint costs more. I gotta make something, either off the lenses, off the frames. My wife's gonna need a new battery and baby needs a new pair of shoes. So let's come down here to the handstone very lightly. Put the safety bevel on there. You guys like my sticker? I'm from the Bull City, and that's our gang sign. Is this? That's the bull's horns. I think you got a few bulls and longhorns and steer there in Texas. While this is out of the frame, I want to clean that mark that says L. Let me go ahead and clean that off. Where'd your frame go? There it is, down there. Okay, let's see if it fits. Actually, I really like the way that looks now. I think I just ought to stop. I'm not even going to put this lens in there. That'll make him look better. Make him look like a pirate. By the way, how come all pirate movies are rated R? Okay, I'll stop. I won't quit my day job. So I'm tucking the lens in. By the way, Carlos, years from now, if you want new lenses for this frame, let's start with this one. To take the lens out, put your thumb at the nose. You thumb your nose at the idea. With your thumb at the nose, of course, grab the lens by the other side. Put your other thumb on top, push down, it comes right out. To put it in, you turn the frame upright where the temples are facing downward. Tuck the lens in at the outside corner first. Push down at the nose. As always with the thumb at the nose. Why do I push at the nose? Because that's the thickest part of the plastic. I don't want to apply force to any of the thinner parts. So, you saw me rotate it around. I have the side I'm working on closest to me. I tuck the lens in at the outside corner. Press down at the nose. It snaps right in. I'm going to hit check. Check. If I had to increase in size or decrease in size, I would mention that. So I would know in the future exactly what size. Pop the block off. Use my knee-approved drying method. Throw that back in there. And take the sticker. I'm just going to stick this on the side when I mail to you. How about that? I'm going to leave that there. Come down here to the lensometer. Turn the axis wheel to 75. Actually, I don't have to do anything. It's right there. Between 75 and 11. Put it in over that black dot. Check the power. I'm getting -2 1/4. 9 steps of far-sighted correction. You have 3 steps of astigmatism correction. And when I read that in there, we're at 3. How's that? Remember high school algebra where you add 2 like signs together? Well, you may remember it. I don't. Let's use today's terms. If someone borrowed $2.25 from you, then they borrowed another 75 cents, they would owe you $3. $3 in the red. Man, this kit is good. So, your PD is 66. I'm going to turn the card around. Place the PD stick against my thumb on your right lens. When we hold it up to the left lens, actually, in sunglasses, you can look through. We're getting 66 millimeters. Your optical center height is 24. Now we're going to measure from the deepest part of the frame, so I'm going to line that up there. And when you look at the middle of the black plastic, that's 24 millimeters. 24 millimeters. Man, the kit is good. So this is the portion every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that when you get these in the mail. By the way, tax-free, because now everyone has to charge tax on the internet. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. But I don't have to charge tax because I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device. There's no tax on medical devices. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. So just stop by your local optical shop and tell them. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as the 3-point stance. Getting back to football terms, the 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, when I take mine off and press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I'm wearing the BMW 6045 color 50 in the blue tortoise with the blue around there because I wear a lot of blue with my tortoise. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. Flip this over. Well, look, there's a wobble now. Oh, that's because of the sticker. Let me take that off. Let me put this somewhere he won't notice. Flip that over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. Let's see if I can put this in here so he can't open it. Yeah, look at that. See? He's just going to have to leave it on the counter like that. It's art now. It's Oakley art. So, I'm messing with the guy. That's the one thing about selling glasses online. I am a people person, but I don't get a chance to interact with people over the internet. I have been corresponding with him over the purchase of the 3 pairs of glasses now for a while. He's got a great sense of humor, jokes around. Just got back from a fishing trip. Him, not me. So, but it's been really fun corresponding with him. Again, thank you for the 3rd pair of purchase of lenses. And with your free video, with 6, you get egg roll. With 6, I'll show you how to clean something else off this piece of equipment that I haven't done in a video before. But again, thank you for the purchase of the G15 lenses and the Oakley 9013 Frogskins size 55, color 2-4, the shiny polished black. And now everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.